Hello everyone. You might look at these old clothes hangers and think they're trash, but in just a few minutes, I'll turn them into a powerful homemade TV antenna that will give you crystal clear reception. Stick around to discover this amazing DIY trick. I'm going to use a ruler and a marker to carefully mark specific points along the wire. Precision here is key because these marks will determine the size and shape of our antenna elements, directly impacting its ability to pick up signals effectively. Now, using my wire cutters, I'm carefully snipping the hanger at the marks I just made. After that, I'm bending these straight wire pieces into precise U-shapes. These will serve as the primary receiving elements for our antenna, so I'm making sure they are as identical as possible for balanced signal reception. Next, I'm taking an empty soda can. I'll mark a line around the bottom. I'll use some electrical tape as a guide to draw a perfect line around the base of the can. Then, I carefully cut off the bottom using a utility knife. After the initial cut, I'm using scissors to trim and smooth out the edges of the can base. This is important for safety, preventing cuts, and also for ensuring a snug fit when I assemble the other components. I'm taking these small plastic terminal blocks and carefully positioning them around the inside edge of the can bottom. These blocks will be essential for securing our wire elements and making reliable electrical connections. I'll mark around to ensure proper alignment and then use scissors to trim away any excess aluminum from the can bottom. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. This step creates a compact and custom base, allowing the terminal blocks to sit snugly and securely for optimum performance. To properly secure and insulate our electrical connections, I'm applying a generous amount of hot glue to the center of the can bottom. Then, I firmly attach a small plastic block right in the middle. This block will act as a central hub for our wiring. With the block in place, I'm drilling small, making sure they align perfectly with the hanger wires. This step is essential because these holes will allow me to pass the electrical wires through later, keeping everything neat, organized, and properly insulated. I'm carefully bending the ends of the hanger wires and inserting them into the newly drilled holes in the plastic block. Using a small screwdriver, I'm securing them tightly. This creates a solid electrical connection and ensures the dipole elements are properly spaced for optimal signal reception. I continue to insert the remaining bent wire pieces, ensuring they are perfectly aligned. Then, I use a screwdriver to tighten the small screws, firmly clamping the wires in place. A secure connection is vital for efficient signal capture and preventing any signal loss. Next, I take a straight piece of wire, measure and mark it precisely. I marked and cut a piece of wire 14 centimeters long, which is equivalent to 5.512 inches. Cutting the measured wire with the pliers. I'm integrating this newly cut straight wire onto the top of our assembly. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. I'm carefully securing it in place with a screwdriver, making sure it sits firmly and connects properly to the existing elements. This completes the physical structure of our antenna, ready for wiring. Next, I'm drilling 2 small holes into the plastic block on our antenna. These are absolutely vital for threading the signal wires, ensuring a direct and secure connection from the antenna elements to your television set. I'm taking these yellow electrical wires, which will carry our signal. I carefully strip a small section of insulation from each end to expose the copper conductor. This exposed wire is what will make proper electrical contact with the antenna elements. Now, I'm carefully threading the stripped ends of the red and white wires through the holes in the plastic block to the designated terminals on our antenna assembly, making sure each wire is tightly secured with the screws. I'm then wrapping each wire securely around the screws, ensuring a tight and reliable electrical connection. To guarantee a secure and lasting connection, I'm taking my pliers and firmly twisting the wires around the hanger elements. After securing the wire securely to the screw, I fixed it back into its original position. This prevents any loose connections and minimizes potential signal interference. Now I'm preparing a second soda can, this time a red Coca-Cola can, just like I did with the first green one. I'm carefully cutting off the bottom section. Like the first, I'll cut and trim it to create a secondary base. This piece will sandwich the antenna elements, providing structural support and further enhancing signal reflection. I'm carefully attaching the red can bottom over the antenna elements, creating a sealed enclosure. I use a lot of electrical tape to secure it firmly and insulate all the connections. This not only protects the delicate wiring but also prevents interference, ensuring a strong, clear signal. With the antenna core completed, I carefully insert it into the main green soda can. I'm applying a generous amount of hot glue to secure the antenna head to the green can. This creates a strong, stable bond, ensuring the antenna remains upright and doesn't shift or wobble, which could affect signal reception. It's all coming together. I'm securely taping the wire to the side of the can. This prevents any accidental pulling or movement that could disrupt the internal connections. I used a box cutter to strip the remaining end of the yellow wire. This step requires gentleness and care so as not to break the copper wire in the core of the wire. Now for the coaxial cable. I'm connecting the stripped coaxial cable to the antenna's internal wires. I'm carefully twisting the copper strands together to ensure a strong, uninterrupted signal path. To finalize the connection, I'm wrapping the spliced wires with electrical tape for insulation and protection. This insulates them perfectly, preventing any short circuits and ensuring durability, especially if you're placing this antenna outdoors. I strip back the outer layers to expose the central conductor and the braided shield. I then attach a standard F connector to the end of the cable, ensuring all strands are correctly positioned for optimal signal transfer to the TV. This little piece is what will let us plug our homemade antenna directly into the TV's antenna input. I use the electrical tape to securely fasten the cable connection, providing strain relief and preventing any accidental disconnections. This is critical for maintaining a consistent, high-quality signal. With all the connections made and secured, our DIY antenna is now complete. Alright, moment of truth. As you can see right now, there's no signal, just a blank screen. This is what we're aiming to fix. I'm connecting our homemade antenna to the TV. And just like that, with our antenna plugged in, look at that. A crisp, clear picture. We're picking up channels perfectly, and the image quality is fantastic. It works perfectly, a great way to save money and enjoy free TV. The TV is playing beautifully, showing a variety of channels with excellent reception. I'm thrilled with the results of this simple, eco-friendly project. It's a fantastic way to give old materials a new, useful life. It's amazing what you can create with a little ingenuity and a few common household items. I hope you enjoyed this project and found it useful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up share it with your friends, and leave a comment below about what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more exciting DIY hacks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.